In our first video on standard deviation, we demonstrated the rule that the lower the standard deviation value, the lower the volatility or risk in that investment over a specific period of time. This second video will show you how to interpret a very common chart, the scattergram, that incorporates standard deviation. A scattergram is available for each of the investment alternatives and model portfolios found in your plan. Understanding these charts will help you make better investment decisions. Let's consider two investments, A and B, by looking at their respective scattergrams. We'll remove the market indices and the benchmarks to look specifically at the investment's performances. We can see that, although they both earn the same rate of return, investment A earned that return with a lot less volatility. Let's add in investment C, which exhibited the same degree of volatility as investment B, meaning its standard deviation is the same, but earned a higher rate of return. If you had to decide which of these three investments to invest in based on this scattergram alone, which would you choose? Clearly, investment B wouldn't be a good choice. Investment A had less risk for the same amount of return, and investment C earned more return for the same level of risk. That leaves you with a choice between investments A and C. The fact is that neither of these investments is necessarily better than the other. They both have desirable risk and return characteristics. You would have to choose between the two based on your need for investment return and your tolerance to accept investment risk. However, seldom is your choice between just two investments. The plan makes available to you a large number of investment alternatives. A scattergram plotting them all gets a little crowded, and there's the added problem that the risk-return characteristics of investment alternatives can change depending on the period of time. You might pick investment A over investment B given how each performed over the past few years, only to have investment B outperform A for the following couple years. Consider diversifying your portfolio by owning a number of different investment alternatives of various asset classes and management styles. The effect of diversification is generally to lessen your volatility while earning a relatively favorable rate of return. If you limit your investment choices to model portfolios, the scattergram chart becomes a more straightforward tool for your decision making.